Yep. Yep. I'll be there. Okay. Oh, Mom, I gotta go. I gotta go make a video. Okay. You too. Love you too. Bye. Hey there, Angela Cote here, Franchise Growth Catalyst. And are you kind of wondering why I was talking on a banana? Well, really, I just wanted to get you to click on this video to start spending a little bit of time with me today to hear about the 3 pains of early or emerging franchisors. And I'm going to share with you what the pain is, why you have that pain, and how you can fix that. We'll start with everybody's favorite, franchise recruitment, attracting qualified franchisees. So the reason that this is such a problem is, for the most part, people don't have enough clarity. Franchisors don't always have enough clarity on who are they trying to attract. So, people will say, well, who's your target market? Well, anybody kind of in this range with, females. In general, we go for females with this age range, and this is sort of what we know about them. It is so important to get much more clear than that. We need to be uber clear on whatever we can know about these these potential candidates to become franchisees. And the way that we can do that is by getting clear on your brand foundation. So some people say, yeah, we've got core values and we know our mission statement, but is it exactly the truth? Like, have you done the work did you just make it up because it sounded good? Let's say these are our core values, or did you really dig deep and ensure that that's the true core values of you, the founder, and the people that you're attracting to your team? When you're uber clear on your brand foundation, it becomes more clear what the profile of the ideal franchisee is for you. And I'm not talking about things like just, gender or, the sort of basic demographics. I'm talking about things like, where do these people shop for shoes? What types of activities do they like to do on the weekends? What type of car do they drive? Do they have a pet? What kind of pet do they have? What kind of a dog do they have? The more you can find out, the better you can do at targeting them when you do any kind of, especially digital lead generation strategies. So if you're going to take the time and spend the money and the resources to use social media or Google AdWords or whatever it is, the more you know about who you're trying to attract, the better you will do at actually reaching those people and attracting them back to you. And then when they get to you, it's so important then that you have the clarity on your brand foundation and what it is that sets you apart. Why spend all that money trying to get leads, get them to notice you, and when they get to you, you can't sell them on what it is that makes you better or different than your competition? So that's pain point number 1, attracting qualified franchisees. And the summarized thing you can do to improve on this is really getting super clear on your brand foundation and your core values and what you stand for, and then figuring out how to align that with prospective franchisees. Number 2 is franchisees that are not profitable early on. And why this happens is because a lot of franchisors, they had success in their 1 or 2 locations that they've had, but they haven't taken the time to really drill down on their unit economics and really ensure that they are solid and stress test them. It may often the franchisor, the original flagship location, the franchisor was a part of, and was there and using their energy to grow the business, and it was your original vision. So when a franchisee comes along and you change a few things, it can be risky because you haven't tested that. So there's some things that you can do to ensure that your franchisees are going to be profitable. And what I recommend for this, so the how on this, how to fix it, is by having really good clarity on the most important key performance indicators, or KPIs, of your business. So get really clear, simplify it down to like 3 approximately, or a smaller number that you're going to monitor and you're going to help your franchisees monitor. So it's one thing to know what those KPIs are and to simplify them, but then also to track and benchmark them across the other franchises or against your corporate location or whatever other data that you have. And thirdly, within the KPIs, so one is to know what they are. 2 is to measure and benchmark them. 3 is to give the franchisees the toolkit that they need in order to improve or fix the problem KPIs. So for example, if one of your KPIs is conversion from a drop-in visitor to a membership, then maybe it requires some extra training for the people that are in the business that are supposed to be converting those drop-in leads. And so it might be that they require more training. So having the actual toolkit on exactly what needs to happen so that the people in the business can fix the KPIs. So that's the how. So the summary of this one is franchisees that are not profitable, and the solution is, or one of the solutions at least, is to get really clear on your KPIs and make it super easy for franchisees to know them, track them, and fix them when there's a challenge. All right, are you ready for pain point number 3? Pain point number 3, or challenge number 3 for emerging franchisors is that their corporate location can tend to lose steam or lose traction. And sales start to go down and profitability goes down and panic sets in. And of course, why this happens, which is pretty obvious, is because the franchisor, the original founder of the business, is no longer there in that business, putting their energy into growing it. And the one with the original vision, the one with the skin in the game, is no longer there to ensure that business is being built. Typically, business is built by not only doing what you do at the location, if it's bricks and mortar, or even if it's mobile. It's not typically just in the business, it's out there in the big wide world as well. So business building requires everything from obviously your marketing efforts, your basic more traditional marketing efforts, which probably digital media or social media, whatever it is, to going out and networking with people in the community. That's the whole point of franchising, is that you've got local business owners with skin in the game who are invested in growing their business for the return on investment. So now when you take yourself or the founder out of that corporate location, of course sales are going to go down because you don't have that person there. A franchise will almost always have better sales and profitability than a corporate location when you put them side by side and put all the other factors, even out all the other factors. So the reason is because you're not there, of course, and there's nobody there in the business who has the passion to grow the business, typically. So the solution is find somebody to do that job. And I will tell you, I'll warn you, it's not easy, because the people that are already working in your business are often more of like the executor type, and you may even have a manager there. Well, that manager is good at working in the business. So that manager may not be the right person for that role. There may be somebody else in the business who loves the business and loves people and would be more of a fit to go out and do events and get the name of the business out into the local community. And oftentimes, because they love doing that, they feel empowered and are more willing. People will be willing to do that, but it usually takes a little bit more than that. So you've got to come up with some kind of an incentive program to make it so that the person that is responsible for the business building is motivated to do that, of course. And not only have an incentive system, but the other component or half of that is to have an accountability system as well. So a system for accountability. So not just leaving them to their own devices, but having those regular, weekly huddles or check-ins where you are checking in on what's been going on and potentially course correct as needed. So there you have it, the 3 pain points of emerging franchisors, which are attracting qualified franchisees, franchisees that are not profitable, and a corporate location that's losing steam. And the 3 ways that you can potentially improve the situation. And if you're looking for more help on this, look no further. I'd be happy to help you. And so the next step would be to click the link and fill out a needs assessment so I can have a better idea of where you're at and the stage you're at. And then we can jump on a call and we can talk about what your needs are and the different solutions that I have in place to help you grow your business exponentially. Because I love to help people gain clarity, focus and exponential growth in franchising by helping you avoid making the costly mistakes that you don't need to make, because there's people out there like myself that already have done that, have made those mistakes and know, so that you can avoid them and grow a lot faster. So click on the needs assessment, and I look forward to getting in touch. Cheers.